Welcome to the realm of intoxicating flavors and head-banging beer reviews.
Welcome to another episode of the Rare Beer Club. I'm your host, the Ginger Yeti. And if you're new to the channel, the Rare Beer Club is a subscription club put out by the beerofthemonthclub.com. I receive a box every month that contains 2 hand-selected beers, costs about $60 a month. I unbox the beers and select one at random to do blindly, and then I review the second beer in a later video. So if you didn't see the unboxing and the beer I reviewed first, it was a Baltic Porter from Canada. Go check out that video after you finish watching this one. The other beer that was in that box that was from May of 2025, I believe, is this right here. I'm not looking forward to it. This is Bombastic Brewing out of Hayden, Idaho. It's their Stubbornness 2025 release. It is a barley wine. I'm not a fan of barley wines. Although I have had a couple barley wines that were really tasty, I'm generally not a fan. So the can here is this black and white image of a bunch of what looks like rhinos fighting. And it just says Stubbornness. English Style Barleywine Ale, 13% alcohol, that's a night ender. Beer brings us together, Bombastic Brewing. Scan the QR code with your phone to get a free gift from us. If I remember right, when you scan the QR code, and I should have done it before I started the video, they will email you like an image, a high resolution image that you can print out of like the label art. If I remember right, that's what they do. Inspired by classic English harvest ale. Harvest ales are the bane of my existence. Look for notes of toffee, caramel, fig, dates, honey, nougat, walnut, dark, and stone fruits. Enjoy the harvest now or plant in your cellar for a future harvest as the flavor evolves. That's pretty much everything on the can worth speaking of. There is a date here, but it is super smeared on the edge of the can. I wish brewers would put them in the center, not the edge. So I'm not sure when this was canned. Again, this Rare Beer Club is from the mid 2025, and this paperwork says it is the 2025 release. So sometime in 2025, I would imagine this is when this was canned. Rare Beer Club always comes with this paperwork. And the Rare Beer Club always recommends a globe snifter or tulip, along with other different glassware. Today it just says globe snifter or tulip. So, Bombastic Brewing was founded in Idaho in 2016 by Russell Mann, who was inspired by the scale of Sierra Nevada, the innovative breweryless nomadic model of McKellar, and the entrepreneurial spirit of early Sam Adams. After selling his retail beer business, Russell set out to build a different kind of craft brewery based on a unique partner brewing model in which Bombastic would partner with established breweries to produce Bombastic beers at scale. So I guess this is kind of a nomadic brewery. With state legal hurdles putting the partner model on hold, Russell was joined by 2 co-founders who started Bombastic quite small, essentially as a nano brewery, brewing on a 30, then 50-gallon system in a garage near the airport. Each Saturday, the garage doors rolled open, welcoming adventurous beer lovers who eagerly bought up every release. It was the beginning of something special. While partner brewing was always the goal, early legal restrictions made the model impossible in Idaho. Russell joined the State Brewers Guild, Idaho Brewers United, and began working on the legislative front. After years of advocacy and testimony before the Idaho House of Representatives, partner brewing was finally legalized. On July 1st of 2019, the law took effect, and Bombastic's first batch from their first brewing partner, Sawtooth, arrived that very day. At this point, Bombastic was still entirely self-distributed to bars, restaurants, and retailers. Bombastic formed its first distribution partner with Golden Beverage in Utah in 2020. Wow, that's kind of crazy. To have Utah as your first place that you're distributing your beers to outside your own state, with all the restrictive beer laws that Utah has, that's wild. In 2023, as 2 of the original founders moved on to new endeavors, Russell continued to lead Bombastic Brewing, transforming it into a true family business. He was joined by his wife Sarah, son Isaac, and mother-in-law Carol. Wow, that's gotta suck working with your mother-in-law. Forming a tight-knit team dedicated to growth and innovation. In October, Bombastic expanded distribution into Nevada. The brewery has racked up numerous medals over the years, including 4 at the North American Beer Awards in 2024 alone. Chatter, Mexican Lager, got a gold. Shiver, Coffee Stout, a silver. Murder, Mexican Chocolate Imperial Stout, a bronze. I think I might have reviewed Murder on my channel before. That sounds familiar. Psycho Pomp, a maple bourbon barrel coffee imperial stout, got a bronze. That sounds amazing. Let's get on to the beer. I'm sure everybody's tuned out by now, but let's get on to the beer. Inspired by the timeless tradition of English barley wine, Bombastic Stubbornness, which is a silver medal winner at the 2022 North American Beer Awards, that's pretty cool, is a bold and unapologetic expression of rich malt complexity and assertive hops. Pouring a brilliant, clear copper with a radiant ruby hue and a persistent creamy head, it looks every bit from the classic it aims to be. So let's get on into the glass here. On Untappd, this gets a 4.02 with 546 check-ins. On Beer Advocate, it received an 87, very good. There was only 16 check-ins. That definitely looks like something I'm going to hate. I'm not a fan of barley wines, as I'm sure you've heard me many times say. So it pours out like a, what does it say? Brilliant clear copper. That's definitely not clear. It is a copper color, that's for sure. But it's not clear. It's got a creamy head. That definitely has a creamy, like copper colored head. But that's not clear, but that is a copper color. From the first moment, the aroma captivates. Layered with deep notes of toffee, caramelized sugar, and sherry-soaked walnut. What the hell does a sherry-soaked walnut smell like? I think they make this stuff up. They absolutely make up these things. Sherry-soaked walnuts. Who the hell even eats or has smelled a sherry-soaked walnut? That is just absurd. Next, they're going to tell me it tastes like fairy tears and I don't know what else. Figs, dates, and cherries add depth and intrigue, while a subtle malty warmth lingers just beneath the surface. That smells like celery to me. All I'm smelling is celery. The flavor delivers on every promise. Big resinous hop character bursts forward, bringing bright citrus zest, and weaves effortlessly into rich layers of caramel, dried fruit, and toasted malt. The bitterness is bold but beautifully balanced, grounding the sweetness with just the right edge. Here we go with a barley wine. Cheers. That's an IPA. That's some sort of IPA. At 13% ABV, Stubbornness drinks smoother than it should. I agree with that. With a full-bodied mouthfeel, nope. And a long, warming finish, yes. As one of our tasters put it, this makes us excited about beer. Nope. We couldn't agree more. Stubbornness has only been brewed a handful of times previously, twice in 2017, once in 2021, once in 2023, and now in 2025. Let's see what kind of crazy aging and pairing notes there are. Stored properly, you can age this one for 3 years or even longer. This one will go well with something spicy and rich. Lamb biryani or Doro Wat. Yeah, of course, because those are the things that Americans eat. Or even a burger grilled with Cajun spices. There we go. Finally something normal. The slight sweetness makes it a great sipper all on its own, too. Frankly, there's no way bad to serve this outstanding barley wine. All right. First of all, I don't hate it, which is shocking. I wouldn't guess this is a barley wine. How to describe this? It's a bold bitterness up front with a lingering bitterness on the back. But in between is like a very caramelly, kind of dark fruit sweetness. The body is light to medium at best. Yeah, we'll go with medium body on that. There is a definite like fruit, dark fruit sweetness here. Tons of bitterness. I mean, this is kind of like the color would make me think it's like a West Coast or a Westie, but it's very hoppy. Like, nothing about this screams barley wine or harvest ale to me. This is really odd. I mean, this is not all what I expected. And maybe once again, you know, I've been trying more and more barley wines, and I've found quite a few that I've liked recently. And maybe it's just those harvest ales I tried years ago. I need to find some of those and try them again, do a review on them, and see how, if I can't stand them anymore, or if I actually appreciate them now. But this, I would not call this a barley wine. If you handed this to me blindly, I would not think this is a barley wine. I would think this is some sort of IPA. Now at 13%, I'm not picking up any real warming anywhere, which is shocking. No real booziness, no burning going down, no warming in the stomach. It's getting sweeter and more fruit juice-like as I drink this. I'm shocked at this. This is really good. Now it's the second barley wine I've had this summer. It was really good. I'm impressed with this beer. This is really good. Bombastic Brewing out of Hayden, Idaho. Stubbornness 2025 release. I'm going to have to give you 2 horns up. This is a really well done, really tasty barley wine. I'm shocked. Not at all what I expected. I mean, maybe I just need to drink more barley wines. Maybe like that Bigfoot from Sierra Nevada is the keystone of barley wines. I don't know. Maybe I should pull one of those out of my fridge and review that soon. Well, I've been long-winded enough. If you made it to the end of this video, please give me a thumbs up in the comments. Let me know down in the comments if you like barley wines, what your favorite barley wine is. If you've been to Bombastic Brewing or had anything from Bombastic Brewing. Not exactly sure where Hayden, Idaho is. I get out to Boise sometimes. I always go to Barbarian Brewing. Love Barbarian Brewing. I need to get a tin tacker from them. Surprised I don't have a tin tacker from Barbarian. Anyways, I'm rambling on, so thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. If you made it this far, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share it with your friends, and as always, embrace the adventure.